Welcome back, BGS fans. Episode 19 coming at you. Mitch and Kobe, hitter and dinger. We're back at you with another episode. Mitch, it's been a good last couple weeks for me. College gambling. Mitch is back at college, playing baseball like the good athlete he is. Back at home for me. Just got done with a 49-0 loss against East. We had almost my whole team quit on me, and I had.
Wait, so should I change my NFL Coach of the Year to Kobe Roberts then?
It's real tough when 9 guys go out on defense and the other 2 that don't want to go out there need a drink of water. So nothing else I can do as a coach besides get out there, suck it up, and don't be a sissy. But hey, their coach actually, Mitch.
They were just giving the other team a better chance. 11-on-9 is so much more fun.
It's just real frustrating when my strong side safety, I call a blitz, and he is not on the field. He's right next to me on the sideline. So that's on me. It's really
good play call.
That the team the team that we were playing against called a timeout with 5 seconds left in the first half, up 35-0 with 5 seconds left. They called a timeout because they wanted to punch it in one more time.
Good thing I took the over in that game.
Scumbags.
I took the over there.
Well, we didn't cover. That's all I know. But Mitch, you want to tell them about our sponsors real quick before we start?
Yeah, of course. I love our sponsors. They're so good. Clean Juice Wallows Marketing and Hoffman Auto Body. I'm just here for the juice. You might as well just show up for the fucking juice because we're not getting any goddamn money from anybody. We're just doing this for fun at this point. We apologize to everybody that we have not been recording. I got back into town in Boise, and I drove all the way back home from Wisconsin and had to turn around real quick. We had an elk hunt that was planned, all kinds of stuff crazy. But we're going to be coming to you live on Tuesdays for sure. If we can squeak in 2 episodes a week, we're going to try. But Tuesdays for a little recap of NFL because, let's be honest, everybody cares about the NFL more than anything. Yeah. So we've got a little bit of that for us today. What do we got? We got a little college football recap. Kobe's going to lose his mind. Then we got some NFL predictions, little bold take. We're going to recap our fantasy football league that is the most important one that we're both in.
Yes, sir.
And then we're going to get back on our crumble cookie grind here too. So be on the lookout. I'm actually delivering our winner, Evan Nordine. I'll see him tonight, and I'll give him his prize as well. And as for he already got his cookies, but he's got a shirt coming from Vortex too. So
congratulations.
Did I miss anything other than Kobe's football team sucks?
Yeah, apparently I need to go Vince Lombardi or something on him.
I think our next sponsorship should be like, I don't know, if your coaching career keeps going like this, maybe some sort of booze so you can just get wasted on the pod.
Well, I mean, if another performance like that, I'm going to be the next Rick Weiss. So
I'll break your fucking neck.
Hey, we're on the up and up, baby. I mean, there's nothing.
I wasn't going to share this because I wasn't going to share it on the pod. I was going to share it with you because it's hilarious, but it's also just crushing my soul. So I'll help you ease the pain. And to all our fans out there, I don't know how many we have now. Something. We got a couple.
At least 52.
I'm not a huge, DM kind of guy. If I see, a real cute girl, I would rather talk to her in person. But last semester, I didn't have any class with her or anything like that. So I sent her DM on Instagram. Didn't go the way that I wanted it to go. And then, today, first day of school for me, she's sitting right across from me in my first class. So,
all right.
And she's wonderful. She's as cute as can be. And, we're just going to get married. She doesn't know it yet, but let's get this pod rolling. So.
Mitch, all right, that put me through a ringer real quick. Guys, college football recap. First off, got to start with the hometown team, the Boise State Broncos. Yes, they covered for me. I had the +7. We lost by 5. So I had that in pocket. It's always great to win money. Is it great to blow a 21-point lead in the first quarter and up 24-7 at one point? I mean, there is so many different things that frustrates me with this team. But the worst is letting Dillon Gabriel, who's known as a pocket passing quarterback, run all over us. And then Isaiah Bowser comes out of nowhere. Like, no one's even heard of this guy, and he runs over us like we've never played football before. I mean, it's just ridiculous to me how a team can be up so much. And then right before half, I don't know if you watched this game, Mitch.
I did. I'm just letting you – for all our fans out there, listeners, This is Kobe's tangent. He's taking Boise State the whole way home. So get on the train now. Listen here.
Anyways, right before the end of the first half, we decided, you know what, there's a minute 36 seconds. How about let's run it? And then let's run it one more time. And then let's run it one more time because we want to give the ball back to see if they can score, right? Shanked punt. They get it at the 50. Sure enough, they score going into fucking halftime. I mean, I'm sitting there as a fan like, why, Andy, why are you doing Vic Fangio things to me? Why are you putting the game into the defense's hands? Every time this happens, I just knew right after that we were going to lose this football game. And then we made an amazing, well, you know what? We fought in there. It was the end of the fourth quarter. We scored. I'm like, okay, I'm feeling good. But they're going to end up scoring, and we're going to have like 3 minutes left to score, go down the field and score, right? We're going down the field. Hank Bachmeier, love him, pretty good quarterback. 3rd and 5. He literally has a wide open shot at a first. Everyone saw it on Barstool, everything. He runs past the line of scrimmage. They didn't call it, and he throws it into double coverage going across his body and threw a pick. How frustrating is it for a fan knowing that all he had to do was step 2 more yards to get a first down, but he wanted to go yeet and right into double cut? I don't understand why that had to happen. And then the Fail Mary at the end of the game. There was 3 rushers. He steps in the pocket with 0.5 seconds, like right after he snaps it, and then he rolls out. He doesn't even get it to the 20-yard line. What kind of arm strength is that? You're a Division I quarterback getting recruited by Georgia, Bama, all these schools, and you can't even throw it across your body to the end zone? Whew. That's all. That's all I got. I mean, that seems super frustrating. We play UTEP tomorrow. Do I want to go to the game? Hell no. Will I go? Probably. But I just, it's really frustrating. I'd probably rather go watch high school football tomorrow than watch us beat UTEP. We're favorites.
They play tomorrow? Thursday?
Yeah. The day after tomorrow then. Day after tomorrow. Yeah.
Broncos have heart.
You know what? In a debut where you're a defensive coordinator, you come from Oregon at this Pac-12 defensive coordinator, and you give up 568 yards and almost 300 of it being on the ground. I mean, see ya, Andy. I mean, we have really high expectations around here because we had Coach Pete. No one will ever beat Coach Pete. Harsin just kind of carried on the tradition, didn't do anything exponential. Pete, I miss you forever. Hopefully your retirement's going great. Andy Avalos, you gotta do something different, man. That's all I got.
There you have it.
I mean, we went to school with one of the defensive tackles, Scotty Matlock. I don't really know how good he's a big boy now. So, but yeah, I mean, besides that, I mean, I don't know. All I know is, I'm really frustrated with the Broncos, and I know that this Sunday they'll probably lose to Danny Dimes and the Giants, and I'll just want to kill myself. So.
Okay. So, there we have it. I can go on a more positive direction. The USC Trojans, of course, got the job done, beating that San Jose Spartans defense, tearing them up 30-7. That's my favorite squad, but obviously I'm a Boise State fan. Tough to see that one go down. I don't know what's more upsetting. Well, not really upsetting, but like what's more disappointing? The Boise State loss or the Washington Huskies lost to Montana at home, 20th ranked team in the country, 5-star recruit on the bench, Sam Heward. Yeah. But no, we're going to rock with Dylan Morris, 3 picks against an FCS opponent, and we're going to lose at home.
Do you think he gets a starting nod as a true freshman this next week?
I mean, why not? Like, yeah. What's it? I mean, you're going to go play a shitbag Michigan team. I'm sorry. They are terrible too, and I don't even know. I think they won. They blew out Western Michigan. I don't even want to know the score. But
it actually wasn't even that bad. People are really talking about it as if it was a blowout loss. Michigan's shit.
Michigan, yeah. Harbaugh sucked. I don't understand. But a little more college recap. We've got obviously Alabama just dominating. I don't know. Like people are like, maybe Miami can give them a fight. Anybody that thinks Miami's a good program can go ahead and go right on to hell.
Eric King needs to go. He's 7 years in. He needs to go. Jake
Bubba
Garcia
Bolden,
insert Jake Garcia.
Bubba Bolden, the safety, USC transfer, said, I'm not going to the NFL. I'm coming back to Miami because we're going to win a national championship. Yeah, Dog. Right. You guys are going to come in 4th in the ACC. Probably a good team that's coming in 3rd is the North Carolina Tar Heels, who, I don't know, Sam Howell. That looked horrible.
Yeah. You know what looked just as horrible as DJ Uiagalelei.
Yeah, that was tough. That game.
Okay,
we had 1 touchdown and it was a pick 6. That's it. That's all.
No offensive touchdowns, guys. I told Mitch the same thing. it was a good game or whatever between two good teams, but it was the most boring football I've ever seen. DJ did not pass a ball over 5 yards. I swear to God.
He also didn't run for anything.
He was so nervous. He looked like he never played the position before. Everyone's putting him at this pedestal, the 101 like Debbie pick or whatever, all this stuff, because he's like insert him behind Trevor Lawrence. Dude, this just shows how good Trevor Lawrence truly was.
That's what I said to you on text message.
Yeah.
I said that's how good ETN and granted Georgia probably the best defense in the country. Right. Like they're legit, but still that was brutal.
I mean,
at one point it was the third quarter and DJ had 88 passing yards. It's like, oh my God.
I mean, I would hope that this next week they get it locked down. JT Daniels didn't look too good either. I mean, there was no one that looked good on the offensive side of football. Shipley looked good here and there. Justin Ross is open on everything. He is going to be an amazing NFL.
Well, Will Shipley only had like 4 rush attempts, so I don't know what was going on.
I thought he looked good in those rush attempts.
To be honest, all the top quarterbacks kind of were iffy. Like Rattler didn't play great. Should have thrown 3 picks. They almost could have lost.
You want to know who did? Who did play well? Carson Strong, baby. He's got a cannon, dude.
Keaton Slovis looked good. He was 26 of 35 for 270. Drake London, the man on the outside.
He looked good.
12 for 137. Go get you some.
Hey, shout out to my boy Kenneth Walker, transfer from Purdue to Michigan State, 256-4 in his debut. Congratulations, young man.
The only top quarterback that played fantastic, I know it was a shitty team, Desmond Ritter, saying, how we doing?
But dude, Carson Strong, did you see some of his throws against
I did not. I didn't see that. But
dude, he threw it 70 yards in the air from one hash to the other sideline, dude. You need to check it after this. He looked absolutely amazing. Like, there's people that are saying he might get like the 101 if he keeps on like looking like this.
I'm gonna just pull this up real quick because I don't want to. Yeah, Desmond Ritter goes 20 of 25 for 295 and 4 touchdowns, and his first pass was a 70-yard touchdown.
Yeah, that was cool.
Legit. Matt Corral, who's a lot of people are high on Matt Corral. They blew out Louisville on Monday night.
His odds went from 22-1 to 5-1 in
Matt Corral.
Yeah.
Insert I think at this point I'm convinced I could go win 5 games for Alabama at starting quarterback. I don't understand. Same at Ohio State. They just plugged
Bryce Young did look good though. Bryce Young did look good.
They look great, and so did CJ Stroud in the second half. They literally just plug people in that have never played football, like never played college football before. Maybe CJ Stroud obviously has it. And Bryce Young got 2, 3, or I don't even know 4 completions last year when they were blowing people out.
Yeah.
But it's like it doesn't even look like they miss a beat. Like, I don't understand. It's unbelievable. Now the only thing I will say is that Justin Fields might change the narrative, but Ohio State quarterbacks are really good college quarterbacks, and it's kind of the same with the Alabama guys. I think Mac is going to be really good. We'll see. The verdict's out on Tua, obviously, but the Alabama obviously take care of business. Georgia goes up to number 2 after beating Clemson. Oklahoma looks iffy. Notre Dame and Florida State. Florida State was screwing with them.
That was a really good game, dude. Mackenzie Milton needs to start next week.
Looking at Notre Dame, like that tight end and Kyron Williams are legit. So
you're talking about Michael Mayer?
Yeah, Michael Mayer.
He's good, dude. Sophomore too, dude.
LSU getting upset on the road by Dorian Thompson-Robinson and UCLA and the boys.
It looks like LSU didn't know how to tackle. They had made Greg Dulcich look like a god.
Well, Zach Charbonnet, too. He was running all over the place.
He's been running over everyone, though.
There might be
that up.
Speaking of college football, I'm going to the USC-Washington State game in Pullman in 2 weeks.
Yeah, that's going to be fun.
Last time I was there, USC was the 4th-ranked team in the country, and Ronald Jones and Sam Darnold were there. Ronald Jones ran all over them. And I don't know if anybody remembers Hercules Mataafa destroyed Sam Darnold in the last play of the game, and USC lost his number 4 team in the country. I wanted to absolutely just jump off the top of the building.
Nose dive.
But
my asphalt.
We're kind of going all over the place here, so we don't really have
it was a college football recap. That's kind of what you got to do. You got
college football, it's chaos. We don't know what the fuck's going on.
Not know that all the games that come out on top, but yeah, guys, gambling was good for me. I know that some of you guys follow my picks on there. I've had some people DM me personally. I will keep on doing that. I'm sorry I didn't tweet out the Nevada live money line plus 600, but had to take it live. That felt really good to put a good old 50 spot on them. That was a good cash out. So Carson Strong, love you.
I laid a 3-team parlay on Saturday. Started off hot. He upset Penn State over Wisconsin. Shout out James Franklin. He's going to get hired at USC once he gets canned at Penn State. A stud coach. And then I had USC to cover. They won by 23. Cover that. And then I took Louisiana to cover at 8.5 at Texas, and they were in it. They were only losing by 7, and then they ended up losing by 20. So
that's what happens when everyone's voting on the same public dog. Everyone was just on that.
Real quick, I'm going to let the cat out of the bag here. I told Kobe this information. Anybody that's a big sports bettor, if you want free money, and when I say free money, I literally mean free. I don't know how long it's going to be live, and I don't know how long until they notice. Bovada, Carl Lawson, season sack total is set at 8. For anybody that doesn't know, Carl Lawson has a torn Achilles. He tore it in practice. He will not be playing. Go hammer the under, lay $20,000, and it's free money.
Yeah, I don't know how they're.
That's my favorite team. Go Jets. But I don't give a shit at that point. I'm taking free money until they tell me I can't anymore.
That's nice. Well, guys, there you go. That's one of Mitch's amazing play. I mean, that's a great cap right there. I don't know how you saw that, found that, but that's definitely something I got to look at.
I had a double take. I was like, no way, this is the right guy. They must think it's Shaq Lawson or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
But because they did just sign Shaq Lawson. But that's our college football, gambling, whatever the hell you want to call it. What are we moving to next?
We got Super Bowl predictions. Quick, okay. I mean, we're not going to go over all the divisions. We kind of already done that. My Super Bowl prediction, I'll start off first. Out of the AFC, I'm not going chalk or anything. I'm going with the same team I had last year in there. I got the Baltimore Ravens going into the Super Bowl against the Los Angeles Rams.
Oh.
Okay. Did I want to do Tom Brady versus Patrick Mahomes too? Yes. Do I feel like football will have that happen? Maybe. I don't know. But I believe that Lamar Jackson will finally get over that hump. I will believe in him because I love him. And I think that they take home the Lombardi Trophy back to Baltimore. Lamar Jackson wins Super Bowl MVP.
Are you worried about all their players getting hurt?
Yeah, I mean, but I just feel like I've told everyone, I think Gus Edwards and J.K. Dobbins,
Gus Edwards averages 5.9 yards a carry. So.
Yeah, I don't know. I think that defense is good enough. I hope that now, once Rashad Bateman actually is inserted into the lineup, he has Sammy Watkins. He's got guys that can get open. So now he has no excuse. He has the weapons to be able to make it to the Super Bowl. It's just if he does.
Yeah.
But that's who I got. I think that Sean McVay will do wonderful things with Matthew Stafford. And I don't know. I just don't. Yeah, I think that's my Super Bowl.
Fair enough. As much as I usually don't go chalk, I am going to kind of go chalk here. I just don't see out of the AFC. I could see the Bills trying to get it done, but I'm going to go Chiefs again. And I don't know. I mean, everybody's back. Offensive line's brand new. I get it. It's a whole new team. They don't have a single starter from last year on the offensive line for this year's team.
But it is a good offensive line.
It's a good offensive line. They're going to maybe need a couple games to get some continuity going, get a little confidence together as a core. I got Chiefs coming out of the AFC. And then in the NFC, the last ride for the man, I'm going Packers. Coming out of the NFC.
I like it.
Rodgers is going to say, hold my beer. Going to come out. There you go. He's goated. I got Chiefs versus Packers. And I just think the Chiefs are going to get it done. As much as that's as chalk as it gets, at a certain point, until it doesn't happen, I just can't choose.
I definitely agree.
The only other team I could see making it and winning and beating the Packers out of the AFC will be the Bills because they can score with anybody, but they have this much of a run game, and
100%.
At a certain point, it's almost if it's too predictable, it's just not going to work.
Right.
Well, I got Chiefs, Packers, and Chiefs. Crowned again. Shout out Tyler Hall. You're such a homo for liking the Chiefs.
Mitch, for offensive rookie of the year, I don't really know if it's chalk. I haven't checked any odds or anything, but for me, he's in arguably one of the easiest divisions in the NFL. I'm gonna go with Trevor Lawrence. There's too many. I mean, the Texans are gonna be the worst team in football. I mean, unless
the Texans are favored on Sunday, so let's get that out there.
That is absolutely insane. I will be taking the Jags any day of the week. But I think Trevor Lawrence, I mean, barring any Urban Meyer bullshit, I think that he's going to be Trevor Lawrence. I think he's going to have a really good year. Someone that I did think about was like a Mac Jones because he's going to be on a good team and they could very well make the playoffs. And if he makes the playoffs his first year, he's going to win Rookie of the Year probably, I would assume.
Yeah.
I don't think the Jags are going to make the playoffs by any means, but I think that they're going to do enough, and he'll have to put up a lot of stats with how shitty their defense is. So And that's just like the narrative. I'm sure that everyone wants him to win the award. So anything that he does that's crazy good, they're gonna just blow it out of proportion. So
yeah, no, it's a good pick. I'm gonna go a little bit. I'm gonna zag a little bit here. I'm gonna go Zach Wilson. Call me a homer, as New York Jet guy. You can ask anybody. I wasn't sold on Zach Wilson. I was not a huge fan to begin with, but after watching some tape, watching the preseason, the dude can absolutely sling the football. And I mean, it is legit. Arm talent's there. He can roll out. He's big-bodied, bigger than people think. And as unfortunate as it is, we're going to be playing from behind a lot. And so he's going to throw that fucking rock. I think if he can get, 6, maybe 7 wins out of the year, I think he's got a legit shot to take home Offensive Rookie of the Year. So,
yeah. You want to go with your Defensive Player of the Year real quick?
Yeah, and this one's going to make you smile. I'm going to go Patrick Surtain.
Let's go! He has 2.
He's legit. You saw it in the preseason. He's a lockdown corner. Although I don't agree with the Broncos' strategy to draft him when their GM said, and I quote, franchise corners don't come around as often as franchise quarterbacks.
Right.
So we're going to take Patrick Surtain. And Surtain, I don't know how to say it. Dude's legit. I agree. He's a lockdown corner. He probably will be a franchise quarterback or cornerback. But Mac Jones, Justin Fields, they were there. The Broncos have had this is their 10th starting quarterback since Peyton Manning's left the building. Patrick Surtain, Defensive Rookie of the Year. Here we go.
For me, I mean, I love that pick for sure. The only thing that it's just hard to tell like how good a corner is unless he gets a insane amount of picks or deflections or what. I don't know how they really would do that. I think that what I've seen, they go based off tackles or sacks. And so I'm going with Micah Parsons as my Rookie of the Year. I say this because I'm watching him in the that guy, I don't think he has a brain up here. Like he doesn't care. And that's what you need to have as a linebacker. You just need to have I don't give a fuck about my body type of, and he's the most freak athlete I've ever seen. I think he ran a 4.42 at the combine. You need to check me on that. But side to side or whatever. But if people really do think the Cowboys are going to make the playoffs, in order for them to make the playoffs, they need to be good on defense this year. Their offense can soar with the best of them, but he's going to be a key piece and the reason why that defense is going to be good this year, if they are going to be good. And I think that he'll rack up a lot of tackles. I think that they have a defensive line with I can't even think of his name, Boise State guy.
Marcus
Lawrence. And they have a good defensive line that will be able to at least take up a couple offensive linemen and have him come in, fill those holes, get those tackles. Hopefully he gets, near 100 or whatever it is.
I think he'll be, I think definitely 100.
But, he'll get sacks. He'll make some plays that just make you, jaw dropping. And, I think
I have a couple picks too.
Next up, I have my defensive MVP. Heard a couple people say this. I don't really know if this is chalk. I wouldn't really consider it that, but the Washington football team, I have Chase Young winning the Defensive Player of the Year. Dude, watching him even in one preseason game that he had and just watching him last year.
He doesn't look like a second-year guy. It's not fair.
He's actually so insane. Like, he definitely could have been the number 1 overall pick the year with Joe Burrow, and I wouldn't have batted an eye. That guy is absolutely insane. I think that he's going to be one.
I want to say something real quick. I told you this stat. When the Bengals have the first overall pick, I don't know how many.
You did say that on a podcast.
Almost every time after is the guy that's drafted after him is a Hall of Famer. So I'm sure shit looks like Chase Young's going to do it.
Right.
But Joe Burrow was pretty good when he was healthy. So
right. But yeah, defensive MVP. I see a lot of hype. Like this is what happened last year, the year before. I hope he doesn't get hurt. But remember, Nick Bosa was also like an incoming favorite to win defensive MVP last year. He could win it this year too. But like the second year defensive end, I know as long as he stays healthy, he's going to be within the conversation. You could give it to Aaron Donald any day of the week, but I'm going to go with Chase Young. So
I'm going to go edge rusher too, but I'm going to go a different direction. I'm going to take T.J. Watt.
Well, I thought you were going Myles Garrett, to be honest.
No, I think Myles Garrett, barring anybody getting his helmet, the story. But T.J. Watt, I think it's been overdue. I think he's kind of gotten a little bit – I love Aaron Donald. Like, he's an amazing person, amazing athlete. Like, but T.J. Watt, if you look at the numbers, should have won it last year. And
is he going to play football?
He's going to play. And I think he's going to be –
No, he's not going to play this week.
Yeah, he is. They said he is. So I think they're
Mike Tomlin's like, I'm for sure he's playing.
I got on the horn with Tomlin. He said they're going to run him out there. Oh, but I got TJ Watt. He's going to be pissed off. He doesn't have his money, and I think he wants that award, so I think he's going for it. I mean, he's an absolute freak. Led the NFL in sacks last year. I want to say led the league in pressures as well. Like, Aaron Donald, obviously give it to him because I think one of the reasons he gets it so many times is he literally faces like 17 guys at one time. I even think fucking Mike McCarthy get out there and try and block him. But I'm going to go TJ Watt.
Okay. Comeback player of the year.
Well,
kind of chalk.
Offensive player of the year? Hello?
What? Did we? We didn't do.
You didn't do that.
Offensive player of the year. Dad, I'm fucking doing a podcast.
Yeah, fuck, man.
God, what? Thanks.
Offensive. All right, I'll go.
Yeah, go.
All right, Kobe decided to try and skip that one, but for me, I'm going to go offensive player of the year. You could argue he could be comeback player of the year. I'm going to go Saquon Barkley, and I just think like when healthy, it's like unbelievable. I think their team's going to be a little bit improved, but they're still going to just feed him the rock. I think he's perfectly capable of going 1,000. I don't know if it'll happen, but I could easily see set 1,500 rush yards, maybe 1,400 and 450 receiving yards. I don't even want to know. He's ridiculous. The only issue I have is he literally might have that problem where you're too explosive for your own body, and he might break down. But I hope not. I drafted in a bunch of leagues. I think he's a stud, and I'm going to go Saquon Barkley.
All right. For my offensive player of the year, I was like deciding between a couple, but I'm going to go with Matthew Stafford. I don't know if I have way too much faith in Stafford or if I have way too much faith in Sean McVay, but I think Goff is an actual turd. And I think that with a really good quarterback such as Matt Stafford, that's been in a shithole of a franchise. The Detroit Lions are piss poor. That might be one of the worst franchises in sports. But anyway, sorry about that little rant. I think that this team is going to be I have them in my Super Bowl for a reason. I think he's going to put up massive stats. I think that wide receivers are going to be wide open. He's got 2 stud receivers, got a pretty good tight end. Wish he would have had Akers. Unfortunate. Pretty good offensive line. The only thing that might stop him is being in one of the hardest divisions in sports, to be honest. But I think that he could win Offensive Player of the Year, and Matthew Stafford is my pick. For Comeback Player of the Year, you did mention Saquon Barkley. That's a good one. One of them that I see on Bovada that's a heavy favorite is Sam Darnold. What is he coming back from? I don't know, a shitty year.
Adam Gase. He's coming back from Adam Gase.
But comeback player of the year, kind of chalk. Probably chalk. Dak Prescott. I think that they're going to probably win this division. I will not do this same song and dance. You guys can come back and repeat. If they do not win the division this year, they can blow me. I will never pick them again, even if they have the best team I've ever seen in my life. This team better win this year. They get the most hype every single year by fans around them. They have the worst fan base.
Hard knocks.
Oh my gosh, that's been one of the worst seasons ever. But I do think that Dak is a really good quarterback. He's got probably the best weapons, I'd say, in the NFL. Cooper, Gallup, and Zeke are 3 of the best talented players that you can ask for.
Well, you just didn't want to mention CeeDee Lamb.
Did I not? Yeah, I didn't even mention CeeDee Lamb. It's just.
I don't know why you'd say that when you could have Corey Davis, Michael Carter, and Elijah Moore, and Denzel Mims, who got food poisoning and lost 25 pounds. So
right, and no one won. But Dak Prescott, comeback player of the year,
or Brandon Cooks. And you can have Philip Lindsay as your starting running back. But my comeback player of the year, I think also a favorite. I think it's going to be Dak. I'm not going to lie. I think if he just steps on the field and throws one pass, it's already given to him. But I'm going to go Joe Burrow.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, he tore that ACL. I think you could argue they might have the most talented group to run out there. Joe Mixon, Jamar Chase, T. Higgins, Tyler Boyd. Jesus. So I'm going to go Joe Burrow. I think he was a stud last year. He slings it. I hope he's got confidence in his knee. I hope Jamar Chase can stop dropping the football because that's really frustrating to watch. But Zach Taylor on the hot seat, but I think, they're going to be better than people think. And Joe Burrow is going to be the comeback player of the year. So.
Did you want to do coach of the year or no?
No, fuck that.
Okay. MVP. Guys, you'll see later. I've talked about him multiple times. They're going to make the playoffs this year.
Sam Darnold
put up absolutely dumb numbers. It's my boy Kyler Murray, MVP. What?
Teddy Bridgewater.
Kyler, I just believe Mitch and I were talking before this. Mitch said that his passing touchdowns is at 25.5. Gonna have to hammer it. I think that I don't think the defense is particularly very good, but this is the year that Cliff Kingsbury has to decide if he wants to be a good coach or not. I think this is a make or break.
You think he hasn't made that decision yet?
I think that.
Let's see. You're 1, 2, and 3. I'm going to be a bag of shit.
This year, he's got to show he got to let the cat out of the bag. He's got Rondale Moore. I think he's the most.
That cat's going to be run with the flag. I'm not shitty.
All I know is Kyler's going to win the MVP because he's going to take this team to the playoffs. I know Mitch doesn't agree because he doesn't think they're winning over 7 games. They're going into the playoffs for the first time since Carson Palmer was there. Kyler Murray will win MVP, and I will be wearing my jersey that's right around the corner when he does. So.
Well, as much as I want to say Sam Darnold won MVP because I just ordered my new Carolina Panthers Sam Darnold jersey, my favorite athlete in the world, I'm a Jets fan to die hard, but they fucked over my boy, and I got to stay true to my favorite athlete too. But I am going to go with Josh Allen to win MVP. I think they have a legit shot to get the 1 seed in the AFC. I think the Chiefs will win it, but the Chiefs have a little bit more of a harder schedule. If you look at the numbers, Josh Allen is retarded. I mean, like, probably shouldn't say that.
Yeah, but we'll cut it out.
Yeah, we just cut it. We cut it.
Cut it.
He went up like 16% completion percentage or something like that. Don't quote me on that exact number. He went from 21, I think, to 37 passing touchdowns. He's still got Steph Diggs. Offensive line is better. Running back should be healthy. That doesn't mean jack shit. They're still not going to do anything. I just think he's going to get better and better. I'm going Josh Allen. I know that's probably what like damn near 95% of the people are taking between him and what's his name? That guy in Kansas City, Patrick Mahomes. But Josh Allen for MVP. So there you have our awards.
Okay, guys. Going into the Big Bear League draft, posted the thumbnail, everything. We had our draft this past week.
This is our most important fantasy football league we do.
I don't care. I could lose in every single one of the other ones, but if I can win this one with my buddies, this is the one I'm going to bitch about on Sundays. Yeah, I'm going to try to be a little bit better this year, but always have to bitch.
Anything remotely close happens to me this year like it did last year, I will literally send it off the Empire State Building. I will fly my happy ass there.
Mitch did get really I mean, his team was the most El Hospital team I've ever seen in my life. Mitch traded for 2 people, and they ended up getting injured the day of. So it was like, all right, well, this is just not his year. Hopefully it doesn't happen to me. Eckler's already hurt. RB1 for me. So that doesn't look good. We're going to go over our matchups.
Well, I just want to let people know, too, real quick. We did this punishment that we thought was hilarious, that the loser had to get a tattoo of a tally mark to mark how many years they've come into dead last. We've realized people don't really want to do that, so we changed our punishment. So the loser of the Big Bear Fantasy League not only is down their buy-in money, which we need to pay, is also timer starts at 12 hours, and you are going to your local Denny's, IHOP, or Waffle House, and for every entree you eat, that knocks off an hour. So if Kobe loses, not going to happen, but I'm just going to use him because he's my partner. Kobe's going to IHOP, and if he eats 5 IHOP specials, he spends 7 hours there. So get the gist. Don't lose because that's going to suck if you have to do that. It's probably going to be me because I'm the one that came up with the idea. Cherry story hole. Let's go.
Every week, I will be posting all of our teams and everything so everyone can see. And you guys can choose who you think is going to win each week. I will be posting the matchups, but just looking at our matchups, I will probably put them on the screen. So here they are here.
And we're going to do this every week. Every week we're going to end with this. We're going to keep you updated on who's in first and whatnot and how we did.
This week I've got the Pootie Ticklers. I didn't look at who he's playing. I think Caden's beating. Oh, wait. Is that
Brendan Duncan?
Yeah, Caden is beating Duncan, Team Duncan this week. I don't remember what Duncan's team name is.
Team Brendan
Mike Oxnard. Mike Oxnard.
Oh, yeah, Mike Oxnard.
Mitch, what do you think in that matchup?
Doing a little research here. That is a tough one.
This is a tough
I'm gonna go Mike Oxnard pulls the upset.
Go Dunk. He can hear it in the other room, I'm sure.
I think Aaron Jones and Robinson are going to eat, and he's got Tyreek Hill and Julio. So he's also got that Washington football team defense that's pretty studly. So I'm going to go team Mike Oxnard over the Pootie Ticklers because not only is Mike Oxnard, but I can't have him losing to a child rapist.
In the second matchup, I got the Indianapolis Colts taking down Team Hollow. Again, he needs to change his name. Don't remember what it was before. Probably something stupid, knowing Ty.
Tyler's was John Felterbush.
John Felterbush. There you go.
I'm going to go with
and Jonathan Taylor. Nice little running back duo. Then you got, Steph Diggs, Devontae Adams. I mean, those.
Yeah, I think that's all that needs to be said. Steph Diggs, Devontae Adams. So
you got Holtz taking that.
I got Holtz too. Yep.
And then in the last matchup, the guy who won our league last year against me in the championship, no offense, aka no homo, no Romo. That's what it is, not no homo.
No Romo.
He is taking on our good buddy that is always the last one to join anything, the Pulsinators, Drew Zamuda. I have Drew actually taking him down this week. I really was a fan of Drew's team. Yes, I helped him out with some of the picks, I will admit, when I was with him. But I think that he will take down Fens because why not? I don't really like Fens's two flex spots. Yes, they have two decent matchups or whatever, but I think I like Drew's flexes better with Nick Chubb and Deontay Johnson. So, yeah, I think Drew's team, this is one of the better teams that he's drafted. His quarterback 2 being Matt Ryan against the Eagles defense does help him out in this situation. So they both have really good matchups. This is going to be a really high-scoring matchup.
Yeah, I don't know. I think just because I'm like that and we like to disagree, I'm going to take Fens. I don't really have a good reason behind it. Drew's team is solid. Fens' team is solid. Go no Romo wins this week. And we're only going to pick 3 matchups each week because we're obviously not going to choose somebody else to beat our team, even if you start off on 5 like I have before. I'm going to do Gary's glory hole. I will say, me and Kobe are best friends, but we're competitive as shit. I will say Kobe has an absolute fucking monopoly on the quarterbacks. Somehow, some way, Patrick Mahomes fell to him at the 3rd pick. So he has Patrick Mahomes, Kyler Murray, and Justin Herbert. It's just really unfortunate. But in a 2 QB league. So
yikers.
I will say
we'll see.
The only thing with your team that I don't like is you don't really have a running back that's like solidified number 2 behind Eckler. Other than that, your monopoly on quarterbacks, you could trade for somebody in a heartbeat. So
yeah, I just hope that I definitely could trade. I just hope that Gus Edwards is as good. I'm gonna give this 1 week. I know they're playing the Raiders, but I'm gonna see really truly how much of a work he does get. If he gets enough work, I will be satisfied with him as my RB2 because the rest of my team is pretty stacked, not gonna lie. If Javonte Williams can break out like I want him to, that would be perfect.
Yep, go hammer the over on Javonte Williams rush yards, by the way.
I also have Darrell Henderson. I don't think he's a bad play, but, I mean, like I said, I got to see how much they're using these guys week 1.
Javonte Williams, you want to know his over-under? I believe it was set at 750 for rush yards on the year. Let's do a podcast. He has to average 39 yards a game over 18 games to hit that number, I believe it was.
Oh, wow.
Don't quote me on that. It might be 49, one of the two. That's really easy for somebody that's that talented.
Yeah, wow.
Especially when you have Teddy Two Gloves who doesn't even know what it Teddy Bridgewater doesn't know what it means to throw the ball longer than 40 yards. Like that's like Mandarin. Yeah.
I don't want to hear it.
Other than that,
bold predictions. Mitch, I only have 1 for this week. Okay. Probably have more in the bag of goodies.
But you want to do your bold prediction? I react, or we both get one?
We both get one. Let's do it.
Oh, okay.
My bold prediction for this week, is every team from the NFC West makes the playoffs.
All right. Well, you might as well go join that FanDuel bet they just put out there that 50-1 odds that there are 6 teams in the playoffs, and 6 of them come from the AFC East or AFC West and NFC West. So 50-1, you can go lay some money on that.
Yeah, but, I absolutely. I went and checked my playoff predictor. Yeah, it's just right off the cuff. Did I do any more research? No, but I went and checked, and I have every single one of those teams, like, after doing the thing. Listen to this. Okay, I don't think I think the only other team that I could see making the playoffs in the whole NFC is the Washington football team. And do I think that Ryan Fitzmagic can take this team to new, higher levels? I don't. Okay, I don't think the Bears will get there this year. At least if they start starting Justin Fields, he still won't make it there. I don't think the Vikings are good enough yet. The Lions definitely aren't. The Saints are under, Jameis Winston. I'm sure that they're going to do great. I think they're going to probably win 9-10 games, but I don't think that's going to be good enough to win. The Panthers, no. Sorry, Sam Darnold.
And that's nice one, kid.
That's pretty much. I mean, do you see any other teams? Truly, I'm being serious. Like that NFC West is loaded, dude. I'm telling you. I just don't see any other team. I mean, what team do you think that's not the Cardinals or Seahawks? Because those are the two teams I think are going to finish near the bottom of that division. Which teams are better than them in the NFC? There isn't any. I don't think the Saints
the Cowboys getting a spot because of their division.
Right, the Cowboys will win it though. So
I thought you'd have the football team winning it.
No, the Cowboys are going to win the division. It'd be between the Washington football team
maybe the Vikings, but I don't know if their defense.
That's what I'm saying. So it's I mean, it could very well happen. You'd have to say the Vikings, the Bears, or that's pretty much it, or the Redskins. That's all I see. It's not going to be the Eagles. It's not going to be the Giants, and it's not going to be the Lions, or it's not going to be. I don't
think the Lions look pretty good.
I don't know. I seriously am so confident.
Well, there you have
that's a good bold prediction. That's all I'm gonna say.
I don't think it's too bold. Yeah, look at the NFC. I mean, it's kind of a dumpster fire after those top teams.
Yeah.
I have two, but I'm obviously gonna only do one.
Okay.
And I'm deciding which one I want to do. So here it is. Justin Fields starts the second half of Week 1 against the Rams after Andy Dalton provides 0 offensive points. There you have it. The other one I was going to do is more fantasy relevant for the coming year. So, next year come back.
We can get that out.
Trey's to the moon. I think next year you will be seeing Trey Lance and Trey Sermon drafted very, very high in your fantasy football leagues after this year.
Oh, yeah.
But my bold prediction, Justin Fields will start second half of
that'd be so exciting. That'd be great for Sunday Night TV.
I think Matt Nagy's going to realize, just because they have Aaron Donald, I think we should still play the better player.
That is one of the ugliest things I've ever heard, ever.
Oh, yeah. Or what I said to my roommate today was, because Matt, bum-ass coach, I don't know his name, he made the promise that to keep to the locker room, he's going to stick to his word and start Andy Dalton Week 1. So what's going to happen is set hike, hand the ball to Dave Montgomery, timeout, Justin Fields goes in. So,
that would be the most savage. I'd rather not start.
He kept his promise.
I'd rather not start than have that happen to me. But, hey, that's the pod for this week. Mitch, do you have any other things, last-second things, besides like, comment, subscribe? We will see you guys every Tuesday. Besides that, Mitch, do you have anything to say?
Pray for me and my broken heart.
Hey, it's going to be a heartbreaker when his favorite player beats down on his Jets this week.
Yeah, I want everybody to know the Jets
Panthers -5. Lock it in.
5.5. The Jets do play the Panthers this week, and I don't know what I'm going to do. So
there's no way you can get mad either way.
Though. No, but, that's just unfortunate. Why does that have to happen?
Yeah, well, I mean, my team's starting a guy that has 2 gloves when he throws the football. So
yeah, have you not heard? That's the way to throw a spiral. So don't know. So as you heard at the beginning of the podcast, we're going to try for an alcohol subscription because Coach Kobe's team lost 49-0. I wanted to talk to a really nice girl, and she said no. She sits across from me now in class. It's super weird.
We need to go get some drinks, fellas.
Trey's to the moon, episode 19 in the bag. We will see you next week.
See you guys. Peace.